Rose, for example?
Rose. So Rose, I have worked with since she was well, I've known her since she was an amateur fighter, and then we debuted her into Invicta, so way back when she turned pro and went into Invicta, and then she went into the Tough House, and you know uh, it's an interesting story with Rose. Very close with both Rose and Pat. Pat Barry has
Yes.
also been one of my very first clients from way back. And Rose, ever since I've known her, I've always kind of had a soft spot for her because she's just such a genuine person. When she went into the Ultimate Fighter house, she did excellent there. And then when she came out of the Ultimate Fighter house, she was just a young kid and everything was coming at her at 100 miles an hour. And, she was propped up and expected to win that show. And when she lost the in the finals, you know, kind of everything kind of came. Yeah, for whatever reason, Rose and I, we had a temporarily parting of
Mm.
ways after the Ultimate Fighter, and that it hurt because I cared for Rose a lot, but I also knew that there was just too much coming at her. Um, and over those years, I think we parted ways for a few years, but we always stayed in contact. I always stayed in contact with Pat, who was also a very good friend of mine. And Rose got to see every side of this business, from the good to the bad. And I think she grew up, during, while she was taking all of that in. And up until maybe, what is it, maybe a year or two ago now, we actually made it official. She went through, a couple of other management companies during that time, in which she was just trying to discover the business and learn about things. But like I said, during that whole time, I was kind of always there in the background still, for her and for Pat if needed. And we just officially got back together a couple of years ago, and that was actually one of the, if you want to talk about moments as a manager, for me, that was kind of one of those times where it was like it felt really good, because Rose is, like I said, she's just, she's meant a lot to me for a while.
And professionally, it was a great few years for her. There is a really cool video about her and Pat made by Hollywood.
One of
I forgot
I
his
don't
name.
know.
His name is Molly Whippery something. It's just fascinating. He tells the story of Rose and Pat and how they
Yeah,
influence each other. It's
I think I've seen.
fantastic.
I'm not sure if it's the one you're talking about, but it was like edited all from bits that he took down from
Yes,
YouTube. Yeah, it's
it's
really good.
crazy. Yeah.